Hi guys, how are you today? Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. For those of you who are new, my name is Eva, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Welcome back. I appreciate you guys. This week I am taking a little break from MLM horror stories because I think I said it before, I'm kind of struggling with reading. I stopped enjoying those videos. They're a pain in my ass to edit as well, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of a break. We're just going to react to a few Monat cringy posts that I came across. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Take a look at the graph. You know, I think this is the first time that I fell below 60%. It would really help me out a lot if you could click that like and subscribe button. Give me a little bit more support, you know. It feels weird begging for subs and likes, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, my hair, I didn't know what to do with my hair because I am indeed having another bad hair day, and I feel like this looks really weird and this kind of looks like a sad palm tree, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? I can't. I gave up. Anyways, as per usual for these types of videos, just a little disclaimer. Alrighty, so let's just jump right into it. First one is a reel. This song is actually going to get me copyrighted. I'm just going to play the reel and I'm going to read what it says. Driving my fully paid for Escalade today thanks to my shampoo, earned through simply sharing products I use and love, and sharing the gift of residual income. If your shampoo isn't paying you, send me a DM. And she's wearing a Monat. Oh my god, she's dressed fully in Monat. So I think this is one of the top coaches anyway, but I mean, the caption says, you're already washing your hair. And this is again the thing that we mention a lot over here. They have this weird mindset that if you are using a product and if you're not getting paid for using the product, you should switch to MLMs. Which doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, you are allowed to enjoy products that are not paying you to use them. I mean, we're talking about MLMs here, so most of the people that use Monat are not actually getting paid for using it, so this is just BS. But anyway, the point is, I think this is one of the top coaches. So just to make it clear, I got a fully paid car just by being in Monat, and this is actually not the truth. The cars are not fully paid, okay? So you get your name on the car, but you still have to pay off the car monthly, so it's not a fully paid car for her, as they like to make people think. Next one is, again, I mean, I'm just going to take a moment here to appreciate her figure. She looks really good, but she's wearing a Monat jacket. Anyway, the caption says, champions get great at something because they just dive into it and get adapted quickly. Average people are the ones who are constantly taking their time. They're too logical. They think, I can't do this until I'm ready. If I'm not ready, I'll mess up. The truth is, that's not how life works. If you go slow, you're just extending the time you're in pain, and even worse. While the champions have already acclimated and started riding the waves, you're still on the shore deciding whether you're going to get ready to go all in. Right now, at this moment, you have everything you need to live the life of your dreams. You just need to take the right action. Monat has made it possible for so many of us to live a life we thought we could only dream of. DM me all in to dive in and start learning to ride the wave with the champions. Okay, I mean, this girl is probably one of the top coaches. Yeah, she is. It's all good for her, right? But we know that 99% of people that try to ride the wave are just going to end up in debt. They're going to end up losing money and probably giving up. I mean, hopefully giving up on time before they lose too much money. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. She's calling herself a champion because she is on top of a company that's basically scamming people. I mean, basically you are on top because your downline is working. Your downline is hustling and you're getting commission and bonus checks from their work, their recruitment, their sales, their purchases, basically all of your money that you're earning. And that's allowing you to live this champion luxurious life is based on your downline below you where most of them are losing money. So what kind of a person do you have to be able to sleep calmly at night? People below you are suffering and losing money. So I think that's all I'm going to say, because it just infuriates me. This is Monat. This is more than just beauty products. Financial freedom, create long-lasting friendships, support system behind you, manifesting the out of your dreams. Level up and earn a free Cadillac, free in all caps as well. Personal development, inspiring other women. So again, this is pissing me off. This has a lot of keywords. Again, like long-lasting friendships. We know that that's not how it goes. Very, very rarely you're actually going to get a friend in an MLM. Usually it's just a bunch of women using each other for personal benefits, financial benefits. If you leave the company, most of them are going to cut you off. They're not going to speak to you anymore. Financial freedom, again, I hate that saying. It's so far from the truth. The thing that pisses me off the most is earn a free Cadillac. It's not a free Cadillac. I just said it. It's literally not free. You have to pay it off. So how is that free? Okay, so over here we have another motivating caption, I guess. Saw and I started our online beauty business together 2 years ago, and we've been blessed to witness each other's growth, struggles, triumphs, and success along the way. We are two totally different women in pursuit of the same goal: financial freedom. From earning free trips together, earning our paid for Cadillacs, and creating a residual 5-figure income that is steady growing. It's been quite the ride and the best decision we've ever made. And we want to invite you out on August 5th from 6 to 8 p.m. to hear our stories and open the door for you to come along on our journey to freedom with us, just like so many others have too. DM me for info and to secure your ticket. Come see if being a hashtag shampoo dealer is a fit for you. Hashtag shampoo dealer, how cringy is that? So, I mean, again, financial freedom, we've grown together, our fully paid for Cadillacs. Those cars were not free. You still paid for, you might have paid them off by now, but you still had to pay for them. They're making it sound like you get a free car when it's the furthest from the truth. And I'm having a really bad day today. It's so hard to read. So anyway, next one that we have here is another interview. I feel like it's been a while since I've done like a Monat interview. The caption says, "What took me a year to realize and I wish I knew sooner." So let's hear what it is.
For us to live in our own heads. So we need to be able to kind of flip our mindset. And I don't want to say not care what others think, because I think at the end of the day, that's impossible to do 100%. We are human, but it doesn't matter what you're doing in life. You could be walking down the street and someone is most likely going to be judging you. So the quicker you come to realize that there's nothing that you can do about other people's thoughts, the quicker that you'll be able to get over it and kind of like tunnel yourself into what serves you, because other people's thoughts don't serve you.
Yeah. It's so true, because I know that was one thing I felt for such a long time, was like other people judging me. And here I am thinking, I always thought I was like one of those girls who like never cared what other people thought. Like I kind of, you know, dressed the way I want or did this or did that. And I always thought to myself, I truly didn't care about other people's opinions until I joined this business. And I was too afraid to show up and to work the business. And I realized I actually care so much about what other people say. And I don't know why. And it's so true. Like you said, you could literally be walking down the street and someone is judging you. They're like, ooh, they shouldn't be wearing that outfit. That doesn't look good on them. And they're not going to say anything to you. You know, they're saying it in the background. But it's so funny because I actually realized that I used to judge people a lot more than I do now. Like now, like when someone says something like that to me, I'm like, who cares? Just fucking let them live.
I think it's because we're kind of in a spotlight now. And we realize what it's like to be judged. And so it's kind of almost, it's made us better people. I completely agree with you. Sometimes thoughts just pop into our heads and we can't control it. I think a lot of that has to do with our ego. But I have become such a better person since starting with Monat. I completely resonate with what you're saying. Absolutely. And just to kind of snowball on top of what you were saying, I think a lot of people are afraid to be that girl, like that gets brought up all of the time. And I'm like, in my opinion, I'm like, why not? Like, be that girl. Like, I'm so proud to be that girl, right? Because I'm the girl that's helping others. I don't know, like we come from we're very different people. I don't know if you kind of want to chime in on like how you started, because it took you a while to kind of get on camera. We've had our chats before, and you've kind of spoken on several calls and to me about how hard it was for you to get on camera and not be afraid of what others think. And I think it's very important that we kind of dive into that and why and how we were both able to kind of get over the fears, because that's going to help others.
I totally like agree, because we were opposite in that way. Like, you were showing up on camera, talking on camera, doing all the scary things that literally took me like a year to do. Okay. I was in this business for, it was about a year, because I remember that I did my launch post 10 months after starting. And
wow,
it's so silly. I think about it now. I'm like, what was I doing? I was too scared to post a picture saying that I was doing this. It's like so silly. And it was just internal work that I had to do with myself to realize that, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like you said, you might not always not care what people think. You know, you get on camera, you still like maybe brush your hair or change into a different shirt or something. Like, you'll always do something. But at the end of the day, what I realized and how I kind of finally overcame it all, it was like, and I know we spoke about this, but like, the reason why I'm doing this matters more to me than the other people and what they might and probably aren't even saying about me. Because like you mentioned, you sometimes, like, you show up on camera here and I might think that there are 10 people that are sitting here watching this going, wow, why is she doing that? That's so weird, like talking shit about me. When really, you actually probably have 10 people out there that are like, damn, good for you, because people can see how hard it is to do something like this and getting outside your comfort zone. So all the thoughts I had of people like maybe saying weird things about me or talking behind my back or whatever, that I now I don't care about it, because at the end of the day, none of those people pay my bills. None of those people were going to work with you Monday to Friday and working Saturdays and Sundays and sleepless nights and stress and all the things. So I don't care. But it did take me a long time to realize that those people, I can't let those people's possible opinions dictate my life, because that's actually stupid. Like, when I say it out loud, I'm like, that's so dumb. What was I doing?
yeah.
But like, I understand coming from the other side where people are nervous to show up and nervous to show up on camera and talk to people and, you know, say they joined a network marketing company or sell shampoo online or whatever. Like, I get it, because I was there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are afraid that they're going to look like an idiot. And I just kind of going back to what you were saying, how people are looking at you. You can have 10 people looking at you, think that they're judging you, but really they're respecting you because they could never do what you're doing. That's so true, because people resonate with being silly, if that makes sense. Like, I think a lot of us are like, I could never go on camera and be that perfect Instagram model, be that perfect girl. I'm not that girl. Perfect person doesn't exist. So they want to see the real you. So if you show up and you screw up on camera, or you are just silly on camera, then people are going to be able to like resonate and what's the word I'm looking for? Like
they can like relate to you.
Relate, yeah. You're being relatable, and in being relatable, they're gonna trust you, and that's just gonna get you so much further. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, 100%.
So I and you're right. Like I still get a little nervous. Like I tell my girls that, like, you know, sometimes if I get on a call, I'm sweating, but that's just normal. But for the most part, you're right. I was pretty confident coming on camera. But I think that just comes from me, and I have a background in drama. I like being on stage. I like being the center of attention. And you want to know what I'm just about to say right now? Don't judge me. So like, I'm afraid of being judged for completely different reasons. But I mean, we're all afraid of being judged. I think at the end of the day, you're not the only one, but just know that there are ways to get through it. And a lot of it is just leaning on your team for support. Like us, your uplines are leaning on girls further up. We have such a great team, and we have a lot of trainings that kind of help switch your mindset and get you through this. So it's a really great opportunity. Oh,
I totally agree.
Are you frozen, or am I frozen?
Yeah, it's like I think you're frozen for me.
Sorry, you totally froze, and then you're back now. So.
Okay, you were frozen for me. You were like frozen in a sleeping face. Anyways, oh, you're frozen again, but I'm going to keep talking just in case I'm not frozen. So yes, I agree. Okay, no, you're frozen for really long now. So, hello? 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 Okay, I think Katie's isn't working. I don't know if anyone can hear me or not, so I'll just continue. Basically, the gist of what we were saying is really just that, you know, there might be something holding you back from joining something like this, and maybe, oh, she's back, and maybe it's the fear of other people judging you, and maybe it's the fear of doing something like this because it's different and you don't feel comfortable doing it. But at the end of the day, you can literally do anything you want, and you just have to, like, for me, I had, like I said, some internal work I had to do. I had to get over there we go.
Can you see me or hear me?
Yeah, I can see you now. You were frozen. I just kind of kept talking, so.
Oh my God, I'm like walking around.
Yeah, it's cutting out. Anyways, again, I don't know if anyone can hear me, so I'll just continue. But bottom line is, if you have fears around doing something like this, just realize that we all did. We all felt nervous. Even Katie, who was showing up on camera, still felt like she didn't want to be judged. And it's completely normal to feel this way because, you know, at the end of the day, we kind of do care what people think. And maybe it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife or your mom, and, you know, you're nervous to tell them you're doing something different. So, like, I get that, but at the end of the day, you have to do you for you, because you are the only person who goes to sleep with yourself and your own thoughts every single night. And if other people's opinions aren't paying the bills and aren't helping you out and aren't giving you, you know, like, the people who care about you enough to support you, even if you're doing something that they may not agree with. So if you feel like you're going to lose followers, okay, I'll try this one more time. She's trying to get in. If you feel like you're going to lose followers, if you feel like people are going to be like, why are you posting that or whatever, who cares? If you lose followers, you lose people.
Oh my God, can you see me now?
No, you're frozen.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, you're a little bit, okay.
Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you. Yeah, I was just talking about, like, if you are afraid about, like, losing followers or losing people or whatever, like, just realize, like, if those people are going to leave you and not want to follow you on Instagram or see what you're doing just because you're trying to do something better for yourself and you're trying to make more money for your family, or you're trying to support people, or you're trying to impact other people, or you're trying to get better products, like cleaner beauty products, into other people's hands, and those people are not following you or leaving your life, trust me, they were going to leave your life eventually anyways, because those are not the people that you're going to spend the rest of your life surrounding yourself with, because that's pretty silly.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. If they deleted you or muted you or whatever that quickly, then they didn't really have an interest in you or the things that you were doing from the very beginning. So, like, why would you want them in your life?
exactly. So that's why, you know, if people do have fears around that, because I know I did for a while, and I kind of, like, used to, like, block some people so they couldn't see my stories because I was nervous what they would think. And, like, I just realized it's so silly of me, and I do understand where people are coming from when you start and why it's scared to start. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, you have to do what's best for you, because it's you always. It's me always. I have to live with myself every single day. So it doesn't matter what Johnny and Sally and whoever think about me, because I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm helping people. I'm impacting people. Like, you could literally not get cleaner beauty products in the market that actually perform. So it would be so selfish of me to not share that with people, or not to share an opportunity that changed my life in so many different ways. So me talking about it and sharing it is actually not me not being selfish and holding it to myself, because that's not fair. So if people are going to judge me for that, by all means, like I said, people judge you for what you wear when you walk down the street and what car you drive, and, you know,
Exactly. It would be a disservice if you didn't let the world know about these products.
Right. Exactly. So
yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. Was there anything else that you wanted to chime in with?
not really. That's pretty much it. Just, you know, about judging and just being your true self. And just, like, another thing I'll say is, I know it's easy to think, like, I can't do something like that. Like we were saying, like, you see someone else do and you think, I would never do that. My social anxiety can never do that, You can do that. It's just you have to want to do it, because you have to have something in your life that makes you want to change. Because I always thought I couldn't do it. I spent a year in this business, not showing up on camera, not doing any of the things that I wish I was doing. And I saw other people doing it, but I thought that I couldn't do it because it wasn't me, because I wasn't into beauty, because blah, 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 excuse after excuse. So just give yourself some credit. Believe in yourself for what you know that you deserve. When you go for a promotion at work and you're like, I deserve this, I'm going for it. Like you have to believe in yourself and actually go for it. It's the same thing here. It's just it's different. It's not the corporate lifestyle that you've always been taught that is like what you should do after school or whatever, right? So believe in yourself, realize what you've done to get to this point in your life, and go for it.
You're such a motivational speaker, Paula. You should get into that. Like, I'm sitting here being like, oh my God, she's so right. I agree with everything she's saying.
I'm not a motivational speaker. I honestly just realized for so long in my life that I was doing the opposite. I kept thinking, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. It's too scary to do that. And it's like, it's just not. When you realize that you lived like that and now you've changed your mindset, it makes you realize how silly it was for you to feel that way for so long. And
how
then
much time you wasted.
Other people.
Yeah, and how much time you wasted. Absolutely. Exactly. Yeah. And at the end of the day, like, as you were saying, and even Laura was chiming in the comments, like, it's just all about your happiness. So screw everyone else.
Right.
Like, who cares what they think? Do what makes you happy, because, yeah, at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself. And if what other people are thinking or saying behind your back is stopping you from like going after your dreams, then you really have to sit down and like figure out what's going on inside, because that's where it switches. It all has to do with you. And if you really want something, then you're going to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm going to say some of the things that they said I do agree with, but then some of the things that they said are just no. Obviously, yes, you should not care what other people think. I know it's hard, but this whole interview basically was just to get people to not care what other people think. Like if you want to get into an MLM, or if you just gotten into an MLM and your family is not supporting you, your friends are not supporting you, you know that people are going to judge you if you join an MLM. So let's take an example here. Okay, I joined RYDERWEAR. Okay, I joined RYDERWEAR as an ambassador. Was I worried? What are people going to think about me if I join RYDERWEAR and if I advertise their tops in my videos on my Instagram? No. You know what I mean? Like, why would I be worried if people are going to judge me for being a part of RYDERWEAR? RYDERWEAR is not an MLM. RYDERWEAR is just an activewear. I wouldn't even say activewear. They have a bunch of different clothings and accessories that they sell. They're not an MLM. They're not doing anything wrong. They're very good quality. Like, I was happy to join them. I'm very proud to be an ambassador for them. There's nothing wrong with the company. So if you're joining a company and you're already thinking, what are people going to think about me if I join this company? Doesn't that make you kind of think like, well, why do I think this? Like, obviously there's something wrong with this company. There's something wrong with what this company is doing that makes me feel this way. So wouldn't you go out and find a company that wouldn't make you feel this way if you join them, if that makes sense? Am I blabbering over here? I don't know. I feel like that's just not an argument, because if you're joining a normal company, if you're advertising a normal non-MLM company, you wouldn't feel that way. Of course, like, you shouldn't care what other people think. There's always going to be people that are judging you, not just online, on the street, everywhere. That's a fair point there, but it's really hard to not care what other people think, though. Just when you look from the perspective that these are two MLM boss babes that are talking about this, it's very clear that they're talking about your family and your friends, and the fact that you know that you're joining basically an MLM that's, in my own opinion, pyramid scheme. So you know people are going to judge you extra hard because you're in a shady company. I guess what they're trying to say with all of that is, as well, if your family and friends are not supporting you, if your partners are not supporting you, you shouldn't care, and you should just keep going and keep hustling for your dream life, or whatever the heck they were saying. If your partners and your friends are telling you, hey, listen, like, I don't think this is the best business opportunity for you, you should probably listen to them, because you're most likely going to end up losing money with an MLM. At the end, she also said, oh, social anxiety is just pulling you back. You should just believe in yourself. Obviously, people who have social anxiety, I have social anxiety. It is not easy. I wanted to go on YouTube for years. It literally took me years and years of hard work on myself. I'm not like speaking with someone directly. I am talking to you guys. You guys are on the other side. if you don't like me, if you like me, you can leave a comment, you know, but I'm still not, it's not like a face-to-face interaction, and I'm horrible with face-to-face interactions. Social anxieties, I don't like the fact that she used that as an example, because if you actually have actual social anxiety, you know that it's not that easy to put yourself out there. It's not that easy to just, oh, believe in yourself and you're going to overcome your anxiety. It's like, that's not how it works. That kind of reminded me of the Beachbody boss babe that likes to say that depression is something that you can easily overcome. And it's just like, do they know what they're talking about? I really don't think they know what they're talking about. It's not as easy as they make it sound like. But anyway, I've been recording for a while, so I'm just going to wrap that up over here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. As always, thank you to all of my Instagram friends for your continuous support. And if you're not coming from my social media, feel free to check me out. All the links are going to be down below. My username is evaamateja, and when I say social media, I literally mean only Instagram, because that's the only place that I'm active on. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.